If you thought that reaching the top of Pokémon Champions was going to feel rewarding, think again. Plus, Pokémon just announced its first ever EDM concert, Target dropped over 100 items for the 30th anniversary collab, and NAIC registration is already filing up. This one is a big one. What's up everyone, Aldi29C here, and we've got a massive week to cover, so let's jump right into it. So, Pokémon Champions launched on April 8th, and Season M1 has been running for over a week. 6 tiers, 4 ranks each, 60 net wins minimum, just to reach Champion Tier. On April 15th, Champion Tier finally opened along Master Ball ranks 1 through 3. Players who made that climb got to see what was waiting at the finish line, and the answer was 1000 VP. No ribbon, no mark in Pokemon Home or your Pokédex, just a toggleable in-game title that says Champion, and it vanishes when the season ends. The top 300 players also get 20,000 VP at the season's end, so elite placement does carry more weight, but for the broader community, the reaction has been blunt. The reward doesn't match the effort. Here's the bigger picture. Pokemon Champions is the new home of VGC, replacing Scarlet and Violet for every premier event this year, including Worlds. Post-launch balance patches are genuinely exciting. That's never happened in competitive Pokemon before, but the reward structure has to match that ambition. If the highest rank in the game's flagship competitive platform feels like a punchline, that's a retention problem that the Pokemon Company needs to fix before Worlds. Alright, big left turn because this one's genuinely wild in the best way possible. For the first time ever, Pokemon is throwing a full-on EDM concert experience. It is called Pokémon Night Out, and it's happening this fall. As part of the 30th anniversary, What's Your Favorite campaign, the Pokemon Company announced 2 live shows where Marshmello is headlining and Alison Wonderland is a supporting act. The first show is October 24th in the Intuit Dome in Los Angeles, and the second show is on November 10th at the O2 Arena in London. This isn't a slap your logo on it deal. Both artists helped design their sets from the ground up, custom music with custom Pokemons and visuals, and storytelling built specifically for these shows. Alison Wonderland confirmed she's creating exclusive song edits just for the performances. This is clearly personal for the both of them. You can get tickets for their shows through Ticketmaster for LA and AXS for London. Both shows are open to fans 16 and up. Exclusive merch from Pokémon Center will be available on site and online. And if you got younger kids, the Pokémon Company also announced the Pokémon Day Out event, a family-friendly complement coming to Bordeaux, New York, Dresden, and Mexico City during summer 2026. The Pokémon Company is stepping into a space that it's never occupied before. Live music, arena shows, full production sets. The 30th anniversary is being treated like a genuine cultural event, not just a product cycle, and honestly, I'm here for it. Pokemon and Target are officially collaborating and are dropping a huge nostalgia bomb. Target announced a limited time exclusive collection as the only US mass retailer with a co-created 30th anniversary lineup. Over 100 items across apparel, accessory, home goods, and even food and beverages. The collection rolls out in 2 waves. The first in stores on May 2nd and online on May 3rd, with a second drop on June 6th. Now let's talk about what's actually in this thing. There's a first of its kind Pokemon starter jacket for $130, Trapper Keeper organizers at $16, lip smackers are back, Pokemon branded Pop-Tarts, and nearly half of the drop is priced under $20, with items starting at just $3.50. Joe Jonas is fronting the campaign, and the Pokemon Company looked at their target demographic and saw millennials with disposable income and childhood nostalgia and said, this is perfect. The collection was built with input from actual Pokemon fans on the Target's internal design team. And we have select locations including Target Soho in New York City that will have immersive in-store experiences with character meet and greets and photo opportunities. This is the biggest licensed Pokemon retail drop in recent memory, and it hits stores in less than 3 weeks. Whether you're shopping for yourself or looking for a gift for the trainer in your life, May 2nd is the day to mark. Season 10 kicks off April 22nd and runs through May 13th. The big thing to know for this season is the eligible Pokemon list. You're working with Lumiose Pokedex numbers 1 through 227 and 231, and Hyperspace numbers 1 through 127 131, and 132. That means that high-end legendaries that caused headaches in earlier seasons, Groudon, Kyogre, Mewtwo, and Zygarde, are all locked out. If Season 7's legendary dominating meta puts you off, Season 10 should feel a lot cleaner. Mega Stones are up for grabs as season rewards as usual. Mega Evolution Chaos Rising drops May 22nd, and this week, things started moving. The 4 pre-release promos are confirmed. Delphox, Ampharos, Crobat, and Gruda will have all new alternate art versions of cards in the sets. Pre-releases run May 9th through the 17th at local game stores. The marquee cards in the sets are Mega Greninja EX, Mega Floette EX, Mega Pyroar EX, and Mega Dragalge EX. Pre-orders also open on PokemonCenter.com on April 13th. Notably, this is the latest pre-order launch that Pokemon Center has ever done, so good luck finding it anywhere, to be honest. Okay, so a quick one for the digital TCG players. Pokemon TCG Live gets a quality of life update on April 21st. The headline change is a revamped deck import system. You can now import a list as is, autofill with cards you own, or autofill with your rarest copies. There's also a brand new full-screen deck view on desktop, and Android and iOS tablets will now support desktop landscape mode by default, a heavily requested feature. Maintenance runs from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the 21st. Pokemon TCG Pocket made a structural announcement this week. Starting with the upcoming B3 expansion, expected around April 27th, deck missions and Emblem tickets are going to be discontinued entirely. Going forward, emblems are earned automatically by registering cards in your card decks. Simpler, more direct, and less friction. Any Emblem tickets currently in your inventory will stop working when the update goes live. So if you're sitting on any tickets, spend them before the B3 drop. Pokemon Masters EX is running a fun one right now. The Pasio Academy Fair prep event is live through April 28th, featuring 3 new sync pairs. Arven and Scovet are free, you get them just by starting the event. Costume Scouts are available for Perrin and Knockdown, and Sonia and Corviknight. The story centers around planning a school fair with players supporting either a haunted house, a band, or a cafe. And here's the cool part, your collective support actually determines which attraction gets featured in a future in-game event. That's a first for Masters EX. Quality of life improvements are also live, including skip tickets for battles you've already cleared. Competitor registration for the 2026 North American International Championships went live this week across 2 waves. Spectator passes are also live now, $30 for a multi-day pass and $15 for a single day. The event runs June 12th through the 14th in New Orleans at the Ernest N. Memorial Convention Center. It features TCG, Pokémon Champions, Pokémon Go, and Unite. This is the first international championships to use Pokémon Champions as its competitive platform. Running the regulation set MA, Mega Blastoise is featured on the pricing this year. Competitor registration closes on June 7th or when the slots fill. Make sure you register soon. The Pokemon Center launched a new outdoor gardening collection featuring Pikachu, Squirtle, Diglett, and Baneri. It includes bunny hats, sun hats, outdoor mats, and a matching trio of square planters. It's live now at PokemonCenter.com while supplies last. The timing with Pokemon Go's ongoing Sustainability Week is probably not a coincidence. And that's a wrap on this week's Pokemon news. Pokemon Champions has controversy, the first ever Pokemon EDM concerts, and a massive Target collab. A lot's happened this week. Now, is the Champions Tier reward situation in Pokemon Champions a problem that needs fixing before Worlds, or is the community overreacting to a game that just launched? Also, which story from this week was your favorite? What else happened this week that I should know about? Let me know down below. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. It generally helps more people find the channel. Subscribe to Aldi29C for your weekly Pokemon news. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.